So what do you think when you hear the term Baltimore? City, you hear about a city. You hear about corruption, violence, and a Friday great protest. But that doesn't happen. It happens in all cities. My name is Randall, and the piece that I'll be presenting is a self-titled called Dear Baltimore, a letter to my city. Now, you may be wondering, why do I have my phone up my sweatshirt? Well, this is the interpretation of a police officer wearing a body cam. Now, they may not do this all the time, but it's just an interpretation. Dear Baltimore, when our current president decided to rain on Pennsylvania Avenue, I wondered why he decided to take his rage out on us. I mean, we're just another city in his United States of America. But the other thing is, why would he have apartment buildings in Baltimore that are vermin infested that he owns? Take that into consideration. I think it's time that I needed to decide that I need to give a Valentine to the city that I love. Now, one thing I do agree on with our president is that it's your corrupt city. And it's true. The most recent mayor who was in office was convicted of having a bogus book deal, and it was dependent on city regulators and workers. The mayor before that was convicted of stealing hundreds of gift cards that were supposed to be given to the homeless on Christmas. And the one before last, her taxes weren't filed. I mean, I could go on and on. One thing that most Democrats say, corruption. But in all that chaos, your streets are honest, and we don't tolerate counterfeit, whether that's money or a public official. Now, in 2015, we had protests, but just because you're protesting doesn't mean you were that's because you're perceived as an ugly city. It's a conversation that needed to be said during those times of social injustice, and we are glad that you said it. From the Inner Harbor to Federal Hill to Fells Point to Johns Hopkins University, you're a creative, beautiful, and wonderful city. Don't let anybody bring you down. You may have your flaws. You may have your crimes. You may have your corruption. But you're a city, and that should matter. We will continue to listen to you, and you continue with us with these conversations, and we will continue to open our ears. With love, Randall.